Before I begin saying anything, I just want to bring up the fact that, yes, I am aware that there is a bit of background noise in the background. Most of you probably didn't even notice it at first until I brought it up, and now that I have, you probably won't be able to unnotice it. But I think there's something wrong with my microphone. Just another issue I'll have to deal with. I need to get a new microphone, I think. But anyway, the highs and lows of the high-lows. Hellos. I am Swiftos, or Swifto, which is the name I have been calling myself over 20 years now. Goes all the way back to high school, like 2003. Can't believe it's 2024. Fucking hell. Where did the time go? I don't know. Before anyone says anything, before I get any smart arse comments, no, it has nothing to do with Taylor Swift. In fact, it predates all that nonsense. I remember discovering Taylor Swift years and years ago, and it's like, at first I was like, oh wow, another Swift in the world, tried to make it. And then I listened to some of her music and it's just like generic pop music, and it's like, nah, that's not really my thing. And then all of a sudden, like just recently, it's become super popular. I don't really understand why. But if you like bland generic pop music, then more power to you, I guess. Not my thing though. So the whole Swifto thing got nothing to do with that, so don't come at me with any smart arse comments about that, otherwise I may have to, I don't know, rip your face off and eat your liver. Or something similar, you know, because I am a bit mental. Anyway, my computer just popped, I don't know why. It just does that. Every time I see something with a P, can't talk anymore. Every time I say something with a P, it peaks. Well, it's not peaking now, but it did peak on the microphone. I need to get a new microphone, basically. That's what this update is. Nah, it's not really. The update is to say, hi, how are you? I'm back, kind of, with more of my crappy nonsense. Because I have been meaning to make an update video for about 4 years now. My last proper update video was back in 2019. And those of you who remember that from my previous channel will remember that I said that I was going to stop doing YouTube because I'd done it for 10 years. And I felt like, you know what, enough's enough. This isn't really going anywhere. This isn't helping me find friends or employment or anything. Well, I did make a few friends on YouTube, but most of the people I meet online, they tend to come and go, with only a few people like staying around. But that's just the way of life, I guess. But it is kind of upsetting when you make friends with someone and you think, oh, really great, and they just disappear from your life forever and you don't know why. Although sometimes you do know why, because like you have fallouts and stuff like that, but still upsetting, you know. But anyway, I felt like I'd done YouTube for 10 years and I was going to go off, and I had plans for 2020, and a lot of people had plans for 2020, and if you know anything about what happened in 2020, you know that's not a good year for making plans. So basically my plans didn't come to fruition, and I'm not quite ready to talk about that at the moment. Maybe in a future video I might discuss it in more detail, but just obviously my plans didn't go as planned. And it peaked in the microphone again. I do apologise. Maybe if I push it back a bit. That's not really working. I'll probably just sound quieter now. What was I going to say? Yeah, I was going to make a update video to explain why all the things that happened in the past 4 years, but I figured you know what, can't be arsed, because I've gone through several different versions of this update video now. I've even recorded a couple of times now, trying to explain what's going on, what's been happening, and now there's like 4 years gap where basically you don't really need to know everything, do you? I did try and record this update video last week, and I got to about the 40-minute mark, and I still hadn't got to the point of the videos. Kept rambling on about things, as I'm doing now, actually. So I'll probably end up not uploading this version of the update video either. But hey ho, at least it's experience or something, I don't know. Every time I make a video, I gain XP points, you know. But, I don't know why I'm laughing at that. That was a crap joke. Like all my jokes. Speaking of crap jokes, this is the point of the video that I'm going to say right now. I am back. I took a bit of a break for about half a year from previous videos that I made last year, and did put a video out a few days ago. It's more just like a test video to see if there was anyone who actually gave a fuck, who actually still wanted me to make videos. I don't know. First day or so that I had it uploaded, it wasn't really getting any sort of reaction from people, and I thought, I'm just going to take this video down and fuck it. I won't bother doing YouTube anymore, because what's the point? Nobody's interested. But then I did get a comment after that from Boxing, and then the day after that another comment from Down the Rabbit Hole, which makes all the difference. I mean, quite often I upload videos and it just gets nothing. I think, that's a fucking waste of time. I feel really depressed for ages and I don't want to make anything else after that. But if I get at least one comment from a friend who says, I don't know, whatever they say, it makes all the difference. Because a lot of people do YouTube for a lot of different reasons. A lot of people think they can do it as a way of making money. And then other people do it for other reasons. And one of the reasons why I do it is because I like, because I need sort of, I forget what you call it, interaction with other humans, you know? Because I don't really like other humans, if I'm honest with you. I'm a bit of a miserable bastard, just spend all my time alone, but unfortunately I do actually need to have some sort of social stimulus to keep me sane, and don't really get to talk to people very often, just on a general day-to-day basis. So YouTube, or anything else like Twitch and that, is a good way for me to interact with people without having to actually meet them in face-to-face and do all that sort of awkward talking to people thing, which I find so difficult to do. But then you upload videos and it doesn't get any sort of reaction from people, and you think, well, that was a fucking failure of a video. At least that's how I feel. But like I said, that video uploaded the other day, it got a couple of comments. You can always rely on great people like Boxing and Kevin Down the Rabbit Hole. He's been following me for a long time now, actually. He was there, my original YouTube channel, Channel Swifts, which I deleted back in 2016. And then I got the second channel, Send Swift to Celios, which I then deleted in 2021, I think. I was originally just going to keep it up, and then for reasons, basically, if you don't know anything about me, I'm a bit mentally unstable, I guess. Just depressed, really. Just, you know how it is. A lot of people get depressed, and then over the past few years, obviously the start with because of COVID, because of my physical whatchamacallsums, the things, health issues, because of my health issues, I got put into lockdown quite early on. And then after that, when all of a sudden it's like, oh, you can all go back to your normal daily lives now. It's like, okay, how do I do that? Because like we were in lockdown for almost 2 years. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you got to go back to your normal everyday thing now. And it took me several months just to work up the courage to go back down to the shops. And they just expect you just to get on with your lives as if nothing happened. And then me being me, struggling to find employment, had to deal with all the shit the job centre gives you. And then I got a job last year, which didn't quite turn out quite as well as I'd hoped. And that sent me back a bit as well. One of the reasons why I've been feeling a bit depressed. More depressed than normal. I'm just always depressed. But more than normal, this job turned out to be a bit of a shit show, to be honest with you. I don't want to go into details. I was thinking maybe at one point when I was thinking of doing this update video last year about talking all about that. But, I can't be bothered. Basically, sometimes we have jobs that don't quite work out, and that's that. And then I had to go back to the job centre and deal with all their shit again, and they're stressing me out all the time. And basically, over the years, people have said to me, have you thought about going to the doctors, talking about your problems, get some therapy to help with your depression and anxiety issues? And that's what I've tried to do in recent months, and to be honest with you, I don't think they're really helping me, to be honest. So that's not really helpful. And I'm just thinking I don't know what to do, because the other major thing that's happened in recent years, which has made me feel even more depressed, is, of course, we're now living in the age of the AI, which at one point when I was thinking about doing this update video last year, maybe the year before, I was going to have a big old ramble about AI. And in fact, I did ramble for quite a long time about it. And the version of this update video I did a few days ago, I feel like, you already know all about AI at this point, and what it's doing for people, its benefits and its drawbacks. And I just feel like, I went into all that my last time. I don't really feel like talking about it again. I just pretty much feel completely useless at this point. Because, I'm not rich. I'm not particularly good looking. I'm a short, fat, ugly little guy who isn't very smart or charismatic. Basically, the only thing that I had going for me was my creative abilities, which basically consists of the fact that I can draw slightly, just barely. I have some rudimentary ideas about animation. I can sort of edit videos together, and that's about it. That's the extent of my skill list. I can't even talk properly. But AI can do it all now. And if you look at it from the sort of unimaginative numbers type of people, like the people who are obsessed with profits and the economy and all that bullshit, which really irritates me. If you look at it from their point of view, would you rather waste your money on an artist who can be temperamental at times, because a lot of artists are, I know from experience, and or would you rather just use AI to make some bland, generic artwork, which, if I'm honest, can make art, well, they say AI art isn't real art, but can make pictures which are far better than anything that I could ever do, even if there's to spend my entire life devoted to trying to learn how to make really good art. I could never live up to what AI can do now in a matter of minutes or seconds. I don't know how it works. Anyway, I'm rambling on about AI again, and you already know all about it, so I'm not going to go into that again. Just one of many reasons why I'm feeling a bit depressed. But we won't go into it. Obviously, people say, like, oh, it will never truly replace real artists because real artists can think and imagine new concepts, whereas AI can't. But there's always a little caveat to add to it, where it's, oh, AI can't do this yet. AI can't do that yet. And it's that yet bit that always annoys me, because basically if I was to get a job as an animator or some sort of artist now, or even a writer, probably, just be pretty much to be a babysitter for the AI. And a lot of people say, oh no, you need to embrace it. You need to accept it as part of life now and use it as a useful tool. But the thing is, even though a lot of artists and writers and creative people complain about how difficult it is to make stuff all the time, it's sort of like a journey, and if you skip out the journey, then it sort of becomes irrelevant. Like, I like the creative process, even though it's difficult and frustrating at times, and if you skip out that process and just have an AI do it and then like fix up their mistakes, which is essentially like being a babysitter for the AI, as I was alluding to earlier, it just feels like, what's the point? It's like playing Doom on God mode or something, or any kind of game where you're just using the cheat codes and not really playing the game properly. Do you see what I mean? It's just not it's not the same experience, and it just doesn't feel as rewarding. Because as frustrating and as annoying and painful as it can be sometimes to do animation and drawing comics and all that stuff that I used to do, without that journey, it just wouldn't feel like it achieved anything. Anyway, I'm rambling on about AI again. I don't mean to. Just, basically I'm depressed. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know for this update. I'm extremely depressed about that and other things. Obviously, it's not just that. Just my life in general feels like it's kind of going into decline. I won't get into the graphic details of it, but I feel like mentally and physically, I'm sort of in the decline. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm in my 30s now. And I'm not just fishing for sympathy, by the way, so don't think that that's what I'm doing and flood my comments with sympathy comments, because no, I'm not trying to gain your sympathy or anything like that. I'm just saying how things are. So if I'm making videos, then I'm good enough, so you don't need to worry about me there. Just saying how things are, that's all. You know, I started doing YouTube back when I was 18. Here I am, still at it. And I don't really enjoy it, if I'm honest with you. I'd rather be doing something else, moving on. Not that I have any issues with it, it's just that I feel like I don't want to keep doing the same stuff over and over. And I know YouTube sort of encourages people to become video factories, which I'm sorry, that's just something I'm never going to be able to do. I just don't like that whole mentality. Because some people say, oh, you've got to make a new video every week. Doesn't matter what it is, just upload a new video every week, blah blah blah. But to be honest, I feel like, I keep saying to be honest. To be honest, I think I'm saying to be honest too much. I'll try to stop saying that now, to be honest. But I just feel like people who upload too much, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter how good you are, how much I enjoy your videos, how much I like you as a person, if you're uploading, I won't mention any names, but some people upload like videos where they're doing ramble videos goes on for like a couple hours every week. And I'm sorry, I don't care if you're the nicest person in the world, if you're really entertaining. I just don't have the time to watch every single one of your ramble videos and whatever else you do. I mean, some people upload all the time, and obviously you don't have to watch every single video. I mean, I would like to watch every video of the people that I'm subscribed to, but I just don't, because sometimes the videos just slip me by for whatever reason, and other times I just feel like I just can't watch every single one of your videos. I'm sorry. I'd rather have it people focus on making good content, even if it's less. If they focus on making good content, and then instead of, basically, it's the old saying, quality over quantity, is how I feel about most things. And obviously YouTube tries to encourage people to make videos all the time, and I feel that that's kind of wrong. Although, having said that, don't do what I do and wait half a year to upload new stuff. And finally getting to the point of this video, only 20 minutes this time, unlike my last attempt at this video, which was at the 40-minute mark. Yes, I am back making content after taking a break for it for a while. I was just feeling a bit miserable and stressed about things going on in my life, so I didn't really feel like doing YouTube videos for the first half of this year. But like I said, I put out that wee tester video the other day, and you know, I got a wee bit of response. So I guess there's some people out there that are still interested. Though it always is a bit depressing. Like my first channel, I've always been unpopular in life, but first channel never got over 100 subscribers. But I nearly got there, nearly. And then my second channel didn't get nearly as many subscribers. And then this third time coming back, I split my content into different channels. So I have a gaming channel now, audio stories channel, and then this channel, which I guess kind of think of this channel as my main channel, although it generally just for like silly videos. Oh, this is a more serious video though, so I was thinking of making another channel where I do serious videos, where I do updates and stuff, talk about stuff in a more serious tone. And I thought, nah, fuck it, I can't be arsed. So I'll just upload this to the Celios channel, why not? Even though it's not a silly video, it's more of a serious update video. But just to bring down the level to the sort of silliness, I was going to say something silly and then my mind went blank. That was kind of silly. There you go. That'll do. That'll have to do. Anyway, back doing the videos. One of the reasons why I stopped doing the update videos, because I quite often said on those update videos, oh, I'm going to do this and that, and then I never got round to doing this and that, and then I ended up looking like a massive liar. Not the instrument. Just because, you see, you're going to do things and then you don't do it, it seems a bit crappy, doesn't it? So I'm sort of wary about saying what I'm going to plan. Basically, this is what I'm planning on doing, rather than this is what's actually going to happen, because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I mean, I might die after recording this. I might just have a heart attack, you know. Although, actually, if I do, then you won't be listening to this, because I won't be able to upload it. But my plan is, basically, well, I've got this video that I started at the end of last year. And, sorry, I just got distracted by another thought. I was thinking of doing a video at the end of last year where I was talking about my videos. Because some people do that, like they do a retrospective of the year. They talk about the videos they've made. Some people just do clips of their videos. I don't think anyone would be interested in that. I did an outtakes video the first time I've done in several years, and I don't think people were particularly interested in that, so I probably won't do an outtakes video this year, at the end of this year, so yeah, whatever. But I was thinking of doing a video where I talk about the videos I made last year, because I do have some opinions out of the videos I made last year. Some good opinions and bad opinions. Basically, I'll cover that a wee bit here. Let's say, I won't go into the nitty gritty details of it, but basically I was very unsatisfied with my new Celios Premium Deluxe video. I feel like didn't quite turn out the way I wanted, and it wasn't particularly funny. That's just how I feel, but it got a lot of nice comments though, so I suppose somebody liked it, so I was thinking about taking it down and re-editing it, because I feel like it did. There are parts of it where I feel like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have edited it slightly differently. But people seem to like it, so I guess I'll just leave it as is. And the other thing I wanted to say was the Inquisitor videos did pretty well. Although obviously it didn't really affect my subscribers very much. Like I was saying earlier, second channel didn't get as many subscribers as my first channel, and then it looks like this new channel isn't really going to do as well as my second channel. So that seems to be the way it's going. If I delete this channel and make another one, it'll probably end up with 10 subscribers, and that'll be it for the rest of history. But you can't really blame people if you delete your channel all the time. I've only done it twice, but that's enough for some people, I think. But someone did actually have a go at me for deleting all my stuff. I won't name any names, but we're actually good friends, this person. But he did sort of have a go at me for doing it, and that's fair enough. But you have to understand, like, sort of, I'm not feeling particularly great mentally, and at the time, because YouTube stresses me out a lot, and I do worry all the time about my videos. I worry about random people coming along and leaving nasty comments and stuff, so it does stress me out doing this YouTube thing. And one of the reasons why I stopped doing Twitch as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that actually. I was mucking about with Twitch for a while after I'd stopped doing YouTube, and those wilderness years of 2020 to 2023 or something. But I feel like you have to have the right sort of personality to do live streams, and it's just not for me. I just can't really ad-lib very well, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun just playing a game, having a laugh. It's good when one of your friends shows up, and I've had a lot of really interesting conversations with people like Boxing and Thrift Bites, having conversations about this and that and all that whilst playing games. But then when someone new appears in the chat, it's like, oh, hello, who's this? I sort of freeze up and I don't know what to do. And it's a lot more difficult when you don't have someone there to support you. If I'm just streaming on my own and then some random person shows up, it's like, is this friend or foe? I don't know. I sort of feel the same way when someone new appears on YouTube as well. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if they're going to be a troublemaker, or if they're going to be a new friend or what. Most of the time it's just people that show up for one comment and then they disappear forever. But that's how it goes sometimes. I just don't feel like streaming is for me, so I don't think I'll continue streaming. And I was thinking with the live streams I could edit them down and upload them to my gaming channel as just edited highlights. But I uploaded a couple of those videos, and didn't really get any response from anyone, so I don't think I'll bother with that. And it was taking up a substantial amount of hard drive space, saving all my live streams, so yeah, I don't really see myself doing any more live streams at any point, so that's kind of dead now, to be honest. And what was I saying before I interrupted myself? Can't remember. Ah, shit. I guess I'll go back to talking about YouTube then. Just went on a side ramble about Twitch there. Just basically saying I'm not really planning on doing any more live streams anymore. Just not for me. Still enjoy going on to Twitch and watching other people live stream, but yeah, I don't like it myself. Doing it myself, I mean. But on, oh yeah, I was going to talk about the Inquisitor videos. I think they were doing fairly well, and got a great response, and this is the other thing that YouTube encourages, if you find something that works, you're supposed to stick with it, and keep doing it until you run it into the ground, because that's the way our society works for some reason. But I just feel like, I don't know, I've never been one of those people that likes doing the same thing over and over. I know people keep telling me, like, oh, you'll feel better if you get into a routine. Like a lot of people say, the reason why I'm depressed all the time is because I'm not getting into a routine. I'm not doing things the way that normal people do things, like sleeping at normal, regular hours and then getting up at the right time and doing the whole sort of regimented daily routine. I just absolutely despise that way of living, to be honest with you. And I hate doing the same things over and over. And part of the problem I have with doing YouTube is YouTube expects you to do the same things over and over. And one of the reasons why I stopped doing gaming videos for a long time was because I just got fucking sick of doing the same things over and over. But the Inquisitor videos were doing really well. However, as much as I enjoyed them, and don't get me wrong, I've got no problems with any of the guests I had on. It was a lot of fun talking to these people. A lot of time people that I've spoken to on YouTube for a long time, and I've never actually talking to them like in real time. So it's really nice to have conversations with them, and I really enjoy doing it. I keep saying this in a lot of my videos. I always enjoy making videos with other people far more than making videos by myself. I don't know, I guess just because it's not all me. That's another reason why I stopped doing these update videos, because there was one time I did an update video and I was trying to, like, I said something in one of the update videos and I couldn't remember exactly what I said, so I was listening back to one of them to find out what I said, and I just found myself feeling really bored and I got tired listening to it. And I thought, do you know what? If anyone's going to be interested in what I have to say, surely it should be me. Because I remember when I first started doing YouTube videos, I kept watching my videos over and over because I was sort of fascinated by the sort of weirdness of hearing your own voice and seeing your own face in camera. It's sort of weird at first, but then you sort of get over the novelty of it. And then I was just listening to this update, trying to listen to myself talk, and I was getting bored by myself, and I thought, this isn't really fair to my subscribers. Like, expecting them to listen to me ramble on when even I can't be arsed listening to myself. So I just thought, at the end of the day, my goal with my YouTube videos is to try and make entertaining videos, and these update videos, they're not particularly entertaining, so that was another reason why I stopped doing them. And also the fact that I did like several update videos, which again, I don't like doing the same kind of things over and over, so that was another reason to stop doing them. And with the Inquisitor videos, as much as I loved doing them, and as much fun as it was talking with other people and making videos with other people, I just got to about maybe the 4th or 5th episode of it. I was feeling like, do you know what? I feel like I've done this. I feel like I've done this to the point where can't really. What am I trying to say? Like, I feel like I've had enough of this. Like, I've done this. I want to move on and do other things now, kind of thing. And particularly with like the stupid quiz I do at the end of those videos, I have to come up with the different questions all the time, and there's only so many times like you can repeat a certain joke and I got to like the 6th episode with Thrift Bites, and by that time he was catching on because he'd listened to all the episodes before, so he was catching on to all the sort of silly little tricks I did with the other guests. So I sort of felt like I'm sort of losing my edge here. So I feel like 6 episodes of The Inquisitor was a good amount for me. And other people say, oh no, you should keep doing it and keep making more and more. But again, like I keep saying, I don't like doing the same thing all the time. And I just don't want to become pigeonholed into being this type of YouTuber or that type of YouTuber. What people think I'm just a gaming YouTuber, because I did a lot of gaming videos for a long time, but I didn't start off doing gaming videos. And a lot of time when I was doing gaming videos, I was also doing my random little comedy skits and stuff. So I've never been this type of YouTuber or that type of YouTuber. I like to do different things, which is why I now have 3 different channels. And maybe I should get on to what I want to do for the future of these channels, now that I'm back making content, kind of. I will say things might be a bit slow to begin with, because stop saying you idiot. My laptop died the other day, which is annoying. So I'm having to use my other computer, which I got a couple of years ago, which was supposed to replace my old laptop because it was playing up a few years ago. And my little brother got me a new computer for my birthday a few years ago. And it hasn't been right ever since it was new. It's been extremely slow and really painful to use, so I barely ever use it. But now that my laptop's completely died, I'm having to use it, and it's a pain in the arse, because I don't know what the problem is. It's just extremely slow all the time, even when it was new. And I'm hoping maybe I can find some money somewhere, get a new laptop, because I really hate this computer, just because it's so slow and painful to use all the time. And but that's just what I have to use for the moment, and it sort of makes me feel like not wanting to use my computer because I hate using it. But if I want to make videos, then I'm going to have to use it. Just going round in circles here, aren't I? But what I have planned is to finish off this video that I started off at the end of last year. It started off as just a little silly video idea that I had. Someone that I was talking to one time was doing impressions of other people, and he did an impression of me, and I thought, do you know what, to get back at him, I'm going to do a video sort of doing a parody of one of his videos. And then I was telling him about it, and we got into doing impressions of other people, which gave me ideas for doing other impressions of other people. And then I had an idea of how to connect it all together. And before you knew it, I have an impressions video, which is the first time I've ever done stuff like that. And I'm extremely anxious about it, because I think the people that I'm sort of taking the mickey out of will be okay with it. But then other people might get the wrong impression about it, and they think I might just be like slagging them off and like making fun of these people, which I'm not. I'm trying to honour them in some way, I guess. But I am really anxious about it, which is the reason why I haven't edited it all together and uploaded it yet, because I'm just basically I can't really do very good impressions. And especially when I was looking back at the footage that I recorded, some of the impressions I've done are really, really sort of ropey and bad. And I was just thinking maybe I should just cut a couple of them completely, because some of them just don't work very well. And then I was thinking maybe that could add to the humour, the fact that they're so bad. So I'm sort of in two minds about it, and I'm really nervous about it. So hopefully I'll get round to editing that video together, and you can have a laugh at how bad my impressions are, and maybe you can recognise a few people that I'm taking the mickey out of. Not in a bad way though, just a sort of silly, fun way, because I'd never want to deliberately go out to harm people. I'm not that kind of person. I know some people make a living on YouTube, just going after people all the time, but that's not really my scene, you know. I don't like all that sort of drama and stuff. I just want to make silly little videos and not get political or get into sort of drama and fights with people and that kind of thing. That's never interested me. I guess maybe if I was, I'd probably get more attention from people and maybe I'd have a lot more success, but nah. I like to just be a more quiet, down-to-earth kind of YouTuber, which is not something YouTube really encourages. People, or YouTube likes people that are more sort of over the top and overreact all the time, and I kind of hate those videos. I don't like people who do that. I like more down-to-earth, normal people, you know? Those are the kind of people I prefer watching, not your sort of extremely loud, annoying, whatever flavour of the month type of person you get. Anyway, I'm just rambling about stuff now. The other videos that I have planned, I'm sort of hesitant to talk about this, because every time I say, oh, I'm going to do this, it never happens. But I'm going to say it, and hopefully this time it will happen. I am planning on doing some more animation. Yes, obviously I do bits of animations here and there, like I did a wee bit on the new Celios video, and I do bits and pieces here and there, but I haven't done a proper full animation, or at least an attempt to do a full animation, since 2011. That's how long ago it's been. And over the years I've been saying to people, oh, I'm going to do more, and then it never happens. But this time, for real this time, I've got 2 animation projects that I want to do. The first one I'm currently working on, and hopefully I can get that up sometime towards the end of this year. And then the second one, hopefully I'll get up next year, which is a lot more complicated and a lot more difficult to do, which is why I'm saving that for this second one. And the second one will also have a couple of guest appearances on it, so that's kind of fun. The first one is just like a silly little one that I'm doing myself. It's more just to get the ball rolling, I guess, before I move on to the second, more complicated animation. But every time I do one of these update videos and say I'm going to do some more animations, it never happens. So just don't expect it. If it happens, then it happens, and that'd be great. But don't expect too much, I guess. But just to let you know, hey, I'm going to try my hand at animation again, and hopefully this time I can actually get something finished for a change. And as well as that, I got another Celios video coming, continue the whole Celios saga. I've got one which is just going to be a really short one, which I've got most of the footage finished, just need to do a few bits and pieces and then edit it all together. And then I've got another idea, which I think may be the last Celios video ever, actually, because I feel like, again, I don't want to keep doing the same things over and over. So that might be it for the whole Celios saga that I started back in 2014 with the first sort of Celios advertisement. Got one more, and then another one, which is just a vague plan at the moment. And then that'll be it, I think, for the whole Celios thing. And then I'll sort of probably retire that whole motif. Because again, I don't want to run it into the ground or anything. because I'm not that kind of person who likes doing that kind of thing. But yeah, what was the other thing that I had planned for this channel? Got the impressions video, got 2 more cellulose videos, I've got 2 animation projects that I want to work on, and I had something else for this channel in particular. I can't remember what it was now. Maybe I'll remember later. But as for my gaming channel, I seem to keep doing things in 2s. But I've got 2 game reviews in the works. The first one that I'm just working on at the moment, and then I found this game which I'm really divided on. I need to play more of it to really figure out what I think of it. A slightly more obscure game. Actually, they both are, if I'm honest. The first one that I'm doing is a slightly obscure game. It's a retro game, I guess. And the second one is a newer game, which I'm going to do a review on because it's interesting. It's a bit of a weird one. It's not a weird game, it's just sort of weird execution. It'll make sense when you see the review, I guess. So I've got 2 gaming reviews, and I was thinking maybe doing a few more gameplay videos, but to be honest, like I said before, I did a lot of gameplay videos back in the day, my old channel, Channel Swift that is, not saying Swift with Cellulose, and well actually I did do quite a few gameplay videos on saying Swift with Cellulose as well. So I feel sort of tired out from that whole thing. I have done a few since then. I did one on Klonoa, Daggerfall Unity, and the newer version of Aqua Kitty. And I don't know. Don't think people are that interested. But if you are, maybe I could do a few more of the gameplay videos. I don't really know what I could do. If I find a game that I like playing, maybe I'll do that. Hey, I don't know. And then, oh yeah, actually I do have other things planned for the gaming channel as well. I've got an idea. I got an idea that was inspired by a Down the Rabbit Hole video where he talked about a bag. I think it was a bag for his Retroid or something, and it inspired me to want to make a video about a certain bag that I have. So that'll be a really interesting video, won't it? A video about a bag. But it won't just be about a bag, it'll have other stuff in it as well. So that's what I have planned for the gaming channel, and then I have a few other ideas for the gaming channel as well. But they're sort of early in development at this point in time. So I guess that's it for the gaming channel. And then the channel that nobody gives a fuck about, so you can probably just skip ahead here if you want to. Swift Erase, my audio stories channel. I've got a couple of stories that I've written and recorded. Recorded one the other day, and unfortunately it does have that annoying static sound in the background, which I can't do anything about until I get a new microphone. And you can probably hear the static now if I stop talking. Yeah, I hate that. Although I probably won't be able to hear it properly anymore because my hearing's kind of gone. So it got back in lockdown, I started getting tinnitus, and then just last year I started getting this really loud ringing noise in my left ear. Now I can barely hear my left ear anymore. And that's just one of many issues that I'm having in life. Like I said earlier, I feel like everything in my life is just sort of in the decline. Like my eyesight's going, my chest feels weak, I think I'm getting fatter and stiffer and more pain in my joints. But you don't need to know all my health issues, do you? Just, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's because I was talking about the static in the microphone. And I think my hearing's starting to go, but you don't really need to know about that, do you? It might make editing videos slightly more difficult though, like trying to get the audio balances right. Although I always end up mucking it up anyway, so it probably won't make that much of a difference. But yeah. My eyes, my ears, everything's just failing at the moment. And anyway, my audio stories channel, I've got one story which is going into sort of mythology of this mythical land that I created called Altiof, which you might have heard bits of if you'd listened to the Lab Rat story that I uploaded, which nobody has because it's a piece of shit, to be honest, I think. I mean, judging by the response it got, I don't think particularly good. I don't think my writing is particularly great. Maybe if I keep doing more, I might improve. But anyway, I got one story I'm working on that I've recorded actually. I just need to edit it all together. I've got lots of stuff that I've recorded, I just can't be arsed editing it all at the moment. And I'm not one of these people who doesn't like editing, by the way. I do enjoy editing sometimes if the program's working, but as I said already, I'm having to use this crappy computer of mine which is extremely slow for some reason. So that sort of puts me off doing any work on editing videos. But I'm more the sort of person who prefers being behind the camera, you know. Some people prefer just slapping a video together. They put the camera in front of their face and talk bollocks for a few minutes and then upload it as is. They don't even watch it, which really surprises me. Like, I feel like you have to at least watch your videos to know like if there's any sort of problems, glitches or weirdness that you have to sort out. But some people just, they record stuff, upload it, and that's it. It's like, wow. Sometimes I wish I could do that myself, but I feel too nervous about it. But just as appearing on camera and talking in the microphone is the bit I find most difficult. And it's taken me 4 years to do this fucking update video. I'm more of a background type of person. I'd like to just be an editor or a director or something. Don't really want to be in front of the camera all the time. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, I don't hate the editing process as some people do. I just can't be arsed doing it at the moment because my computer's extremely slow. But I just have to deal with that for the moment until I get a replacement, which I don't know when that'll be because I need money, obviously, and to get money I kind of need a job. And I'm getting stressed out by the job centre, but that's just a life issue which you don't need to know about. Just sort of struggling for work. But that's always been an issue with me. But just got a few videos planned for the Audio Stories channel. Not that anyone gives a fuck. I mean, I never expected that channel to really get much attention anyway. I always expected the Audio's channel to be extremely low. And it is. But that's to be expected. And I've got no problems with that. I mean, I kind of prefer having smaller channels anyway, because I did have another channel, Swifto Vision, where I was doing sort of videos on films and TV shows, that type of thing. And one of the videos in particular, do apologise. One of the videos in particular, it wasn't even something that I'd made myself. It was just like a little clip that I'd taken from an old Doctor Who episode. It's just a funny little clip. I did do a slight edit to it, just to put it together. But that really blew up for some reason. Got thousands of views and getting a lot of attention to all the other videos on that channel, and I ended up getting a lot of negativity as well. And I was sort of a bit depressed. I was getting all these views, but then wasn't really getting a lot of feedback on the other videos or subscribers really, and I just felt really depressed about it, and ended up closing down that channel just because I feel like I couldn't handle all these people showing up, and then like they were all seeing all my other videos that I had on the channel and thinking, oh, this is rubbish, and then just disappearing. And it's really depressing, you know. So I don't know, I keep thinking I do kind of want to bring back Swifto Vision, because I have ideas for videos of that nature. At one time I wanted to do a Dracula video, because I did a video on Nosferatu, the 1922 movie, and I had a few ideas for other movie reviews and TV shows, in particular Red Dwarf. I wanted to do a few videos about that, and other TV shows as well. Talk about my opinions on this and that, but there's always the issue when you talk about your opinions and things online. There's always going to be some prick who disagrees with you. I remember one time there's this video someone did. Can't remember what the video was now. It's about Star Trek Voyager. There was one episode in particular of Voyager where they combined two of the characters, Tuvok and Neelix, to make Tuvox or something like that. And then I put a silly comment in saying that the tragedy of this episode wasn't the fact that I can't remember what I said exactly, but it wasn't the fact that Tuvox had to die. It was the fact that we got Neelix back, because Neelix, I fucking hate Neelix. Don't get me started on how much I hate Neelix. Awful character. But most people would agree that Neelix is a shit character. But even so, you still got a couple of comments from people saying, oh, actually, I thought Neelix was a great character. It's like, fuck off. Good for you. You're like the worst character in 90s Star Trek. And I have to make that definition now, not definition, that thingy now, because obviously newer Star Trek is a load of shite. But we won't get into that. Again, there'll be people that are saying, oh, actually, I like the new stuff. Like, good for you. Fuck off. But anyway, I'm just rambling off topic now. But the other thing I should mention, and probably the main point of this video, is in order to make the videos that I want to make, they take a bit of time to make. So don't expect me to be, as I said already, someone who makes videos every week. I'm not a video making machine as YouTube wants us to be. I just don't like that kind of mentality, and I'm not going to do it. So you have to bear in mind that my videos will only come like every now and then. Some people have criticised me, and quite rightly, I suppose, if you take half a year off. But some people have criticised me for not uploading more. And yeah, I'm just not going to do that, because the way I see it is, I'm not a full-time YouTuber, you know? I'm not getting paid for making this shit. It's more of a side hobby. I mean, my real passion in life is writing. That's what I focus on most these days. Because that's what I want to do. I want to be a writer. I like writing. So the YouTube thing isn't really the top of my priorities when it comes to my hobbies. So just bear that in mind. Like, my videos will not be like all the time. They'll be more sporadic. But if you've been following me for a long time, you already know this. Like, my videos, they usually come in phases, like, or seasons, I guess, I don't know. Like, you'll get a bunch of videos at one time, and then there'll be a long gap, and then another bunch of videos. That's generally how I work. So just wanted to let you know that's how I work. So don't expect, like, immediately a whole load of videos. No, they'll take a bit of time to make, especially the animations, obviously. They'll take much longer. But yeah, like I said, this isn't like my main hobby, and I'm not getting paid for it, so I don't really care if I'm not making content all the time. It doesn't bother me. But if that bothers you, then feel free to unsubscribe. I don't mind. People come and go all the time anyway, so whatever. All I wanted to say for this video was, just not feeling too great, but I'm back making videos now, and I've given you some idea of the videos that I'm planning on making. Hopefully I get them all made. I don't know if I will, especially with the animation projects. Obviously they take a lot of time and effort, and these days it's difficult to do anything creative, because all the time now, if I'm drawing something or if I'm trying to animate something, there's this niggling little voice in the back of my head thinking, oh, an AI can do this. An AI can do this in far less time and far better than I can. And it's just something I have to live with now. Just constant. Whenever I'm trying to do something, it's like, an AI can do this. Anyway, I'm not going to go off on a ramble about AI. I've rambled long enough now. This video is like an hour long. I was kind of hoping I could get it down to at least half an hour. Fuck. There's probably loads and loads of other things I wanted to say and I've just completely forgotten. It's always the same with these videos. Ramble off about things which don't matter, like that whole Neelix thing. Maybe I should just edit that out. I mean, who gives a fuck about that? I hate Neelix. That's my ending statement for this ramble video. I fucking hate Neelix. Anyway, I have been Swifto, and I have been rambling for almost an hour. Thank you very much, and if you have any thoughts and opinions, please do leave a comment. Obviously, if you have constructive feedback, don't just leave sort of stupid or shit comments, because obviously I'm not going to bother with that. But I think most people, or normal sane people, every now and then you get a sort of weird random comment from people who's like, alright then, I don't know how to respond to that. But I really appreciate some feedback, because that's why I do these videos, because I like the social interaction. And a lot of the time I make videos and I just get nothing, and I think, well, why did I bother making that? But obviously I don't want to force people. Like, you can't force people to say, oh, do this or that. It's entirely your choice, obviously. If you have nothing to say, then obviously that's fine. But really like your opinion on do you think I should talk about some of the videos that I made last year, or anything in particular, in general, you'd like me to talk about? Please let me know. If you have any subjects you would like me to cover, let me know about that as well, because I can, if you want me to. I'm not that anyone's really interested in my thoughts and opinions, I suppose, but I'm just putting that out there. If anyone has any questions they would like to ask me about certain subjects, feel free. If you'd like to know anything about the behind the scenes of me making videos, it's not particularly interesting, but I can talk about that if you want to. Or if there's anything else that I've mentioned in this video that you'd like to bring up in the comments, then bring it up. I don't mind. And we can maybe have a bit of discussion, because I miss the old days of YouTube where people used to have discussions, and it wasn't just like one little comment and that was it. Like, back in the day, you used to really get into long conversations with people just in the comments, just commenting with each other, replying to each other's comments, and I miss that. YouTube's making it harder and harder to do all the interactive stuff that you used to be able to do. They keep pushing it to make YouTube more and more like TV, like a non-interactive thing. But I highly encourage people to keep commenting, not just on my videos, but on other people's videos as well. Obviously, keep it's not really a community, but keep the whole YouTube experience going for as long as we can before YouTube decides, oh, we're getting rid of comments, which I feel is probably coming soon. they'll just get rid of comments completely. And YouTube will just basically be another TV streaming service. And it'll lose all of its character. It's already lost most of its character. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Again, there's a surprise. I did say it would be a Swift Ramble, didn't I? It's only been an hour. Over an hour now. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now, right about now. And thanks for watching. Shit! Didn't stop talking. I just wanted to say thank you for listening. Right, I'm stop talking now.